It's October 25th, Tuesday. Um, I feel a tension, and it's as a result of having this energy to do more in a productive fashion. And feeling somewhat blocked. And I don't know if this block is me blocking myself or putting a resistance to my outward action so that I can facilitate more of a boiling tension, or if it's actually coming from outside of me. I look around and I say, okay, what actions am I to take? And there's nothing that moves me, that calls me. And there's plenty of things I can do in my personal life that activate me, that I'm well suited to, and my body naturally wants to move in unison with. I have mentioned this before. I have a physical disability with my back. I've done very well doing my own thing, and in fact the doctors have given me carte blanche to keep doing what you're doing. Whatever it is working. I'm able to regulate and moderate my pain without any medication. However, I have to do meditation, physical therapy, and very particular techniques for relaxation or rest. Meditation for me, though it can be relaxing, is actually putting my mind in a state of tension. But it's not a kind of desired tension or aversion. It's neither of those. It's the void or whatever, state of no mind. I'm very attentive to what's going on. It is not what I do for relaxation and rest. Anyway, the other day I mentioned a quote that I quoted very poorly of Goethe. What does it say here? This is Goethe. The Godhead is effective in the living and not in the dead, in the becoming and the changing, not in the become and the set fast. And therefore, similarly, the reason is concerned only to strive towards the divine through the becoming and the living, and the understanding only to make use of the become and the set fast. I tip my hat, take a drink to John David Ebert for elucidating Schopenhauer and the reason and the understanding as far as they're differentiated in the German language, and what Schopenhauer's thought was on the ideas. So it's near the end of the month. I'm on a fixed income. I'm unemployed. For all intent and purposes, I'm unemployable unless I want to commit fraud. The workers' compensation insurance company, I was injured at work. The insurance company is very clear. If you can go to work, then you're not injured. It's that simple. And I have a serious injury. I could be re-injured at any time. So any employer that employs me has to know this, or I'm committing fraud. If I do not tell them, I'm entering into work for them as my employer on a fraudulent way. I'm not informing them of my injury. And if I do go back to work, then let's say an employer says, "Oh, I can pay the workers' comp insurance. You're worth it to me, even though you get injured. Well, it's all right. You make me enough money that I can pay the overhead costs for your workers' compensation insurance to protect me and you if you injure yourself again." If that occurs, then my insurance company, the workers' comp insurance company, to which I've already entered into a contract, like it or not, I'm permanently disabled. They're responsible for this disability because it happened at work and they were the insurance company covering me. Though they've switched hands multiple times. It's a house of cards. It really is a house of cards. Then they can come back to me and say, "Oh, well, now that you're going back to work, you haven't actually been disabled all this time, and we can sue you for fraud saying that you're not disabled." It's the way of covering everybody's ass. And who's not covered? Me. I'm here. So the way I look at it is this: glass half full. I need to do something creative, truly creative, where I create my own deal, and I call my own shots, and I write my own ticket. However, you can't just do anything you want in this world. You've got to toe the line, just like everybody else. There is an established system of which you have to work within, and I'm trying to wrap my head around that, and still haven't found anything. But that's all right. This is a wonderful life. It could be much worse.